Hi guys, what's up? Today I'm going to be doing a video that is a little different. A couple days ago I had a really bad mental breakdown, and I am at a place in my life where it's just been really difficult. And what people don't understand is that just of what you see on YouTube or you see on Instagram or Facebook is only pieces of my life, and my day-to-day struggles and my day-to-day mental health is just, long story short, it has been a week for me. So today I wanted to do a video. This is going to be a makeup tutorial of how I feel other people perceive me. If you would like to see this video, then just go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, so I am going to turn off my ring light. That way you can see what we are actually working with. And also on my camera, there is like a filter on the lens. I didn't put it in there. That's just how the camera came programmed. So I have gotten a lot of comments of like, oh my gosh, your skin is amazing. You have the prettiest skin. But in reality, there's a filter even on this camera. I don't know how to take it off, or else I would. And you can see all my little imperfections that I actually do have. Okay, so first step to this is I'm not going to moisturize. I feel like my skin is really dry. I feel like my lips are really dry all the time, and I feel like people can tell. And so I'm just not going to prime or do any of that. Next thing is my melasma. I have recently been told by the dermatologist that I have melasma. I will insert pictures over here and over here. It's kind of gotten a little bit worse. I started noticing little spots on my skin in California. I didn't know exactly what it was. No, I'm not pregnant. I just have it. It's very unfortunate. It's not the end of the world, but I feel that people can see my melasma. So, because I feel that people can see my melasma, I'm going to be using my cream bronzer in Bondi Bay, and I'm just going to be going over my melasma patches. I was never really insecure about it. When I first saw it, I was insecure about it because I didn't really know what it was. But the worse it's gotten, and the more I can like see darkness on my lip and up by my forehead. I think I have some on my cheek. I don't know, I feel like the whole world can tell. I also have some like above my eyebrows, just like little patches. That's what we have so far. Now, recently I have been getting a lot of breakouts. They're sort of contained to this spot. So I actually did Accutane when I was in college because my skin, I felt like for me, had gotten to a point where it was just out of control. It basically had gotten to a point where I was insecure, like way more insecure about my skin. People were noticing it. There were bumps all over my face. It honestly looked like I had had an allergic reaction to something. And then I went on Accutane. I was on Accutane for 5 months, and it made my skin really dry. They had to take me off after 5 months. I was supposed to do 6 months, but my white blood cell count was way too low. If you don't know about Accutane, it's pretty intense. You have to go every single month and get your blood taken. Also, I was on birth control, and that also helped with my acne, but I feel like it's been coming back. I don't know why. I'm still on birth control, but I just feel like everyone can see all these spots over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, this is like a matte color. It's kind of like a reddish brown, which I kind of feel like my acne spots and scars kind of are. I've gotten comments from people in my life saying, well, it's because you use all those makeup products. Well, it's because of this, it's because of that, without even like totally knowing So I'm just going to dot this over the places on my skin where I have an existing scar or an existing pimple on my face. Okay, so that is what my acne scars look like. Next, I am going to move on to my eyebrows. I do videos on the internet. I've done videos for companies on the internet, and I have gotten at multiple jobs whenever I'm in multiple ads that run. I get comments on my eyebrows or lack thereof. I use a serum. I have been using a serum every single day for the past 4 years, I want to say. I just feel like everybody comments on my eyebrows and how I should grow them or how I need to stop plucking them. But in reality, I just don't have brows to begin with. So what I want to do is actually take some concealer, and I always feel like my brows are really, really short. So I'm going to cancel out as best as I can on the ends of my brows. I've wanted to get them microbladed for a long time now, but microblading costs like $500. Obviously, if you know our money situation, you know that we can't really afford for me to go get some weird cosmetic procedure that my friends and family disagree with me on. I also have patches in my eyebrows whenever I'm not using a serum, so I'm going to try and do my best to mimic patches. My brows are like a really, really big insecurity, and I've gotten multiple comments. When I worked at a beauty company, people would say, I don't want to look like her. Her brows look like shit. She has the worst brows ever. So far we have the patchy brows. Let's talk about my chin. Recently, since I moved to Nashville, I have gained weight back. I wouldn't say I've gained like a ton. I would probably say like 15 pounds, which for me is quite a bit. I've been losing some weight, but I just feel like I have such a double chin. And because I self-tan, my face is always way lighter than my neck, which is an insecurity when I do go out and I don't wear makeup. I just feel like everyone can tell that weirdness. So I'm going to bronze up my neck to emulate having a different color neck from my face. I'm also going to contour. I'm going to try and contour lower so it looks like my neck is a lot. Basically, I'm going to contour like my double chin. Another thing that I feel like people see a lot on me are my forehead wrinkles. The older I've gotten, the more I can see my lines in my forehead. I'm very self-conscious about them. Today we are living in a world where we are competing with Instagram models and people putting filters over their pictures, and I can't sit here and say I've never done that. I for sure have gone in and smoothed out my forehead wrinkles. We just live in this world where what you see is not what you get. The grass is not always greener on the other side because most likely the grass is fake. I know friends and family members who have been getting Botox on their face since they were 26, 27 years old. And to me, it's like, even if you aren't using filters, if you're getting things like Botox and stuff, that is technically putting a filter on yourself. I am not trying to sit here and say that getting microblading or getting Botox by any mean is bad at all. But I also want the younger generations and people to know that by comparing yourself to somebody who may be getting plastic surgery, botox, things like that. You can't sit there and say, how come she doesn't have these lines on her forehead? I'm just as young as she is and I have lines on my forehead. You can't compare yourself anymore because there is no natural. It's so frustrating to have people being compared to people who are getting these procedures done. I'm going to put these lines in my forehead. I have been told things by bosses about my appearance. I've been called things like Little Miss Piggy. I have been told by another boss that my body was just different than all the other girls who worked in the office. She also would say the most horrible things around this girl, one of my coworkers, about her makeup skills and how she was so bad at makeup. She looked like a clown. She didn't know how to put on makeup. The things they would say behind her back and the things that they would be like, I think I'm gonna tell her, I think I'm gonna say, like, it made me so uncomfortable. And in that situation, what do you say? Like, I don't think it's right that we're talking about her behind her back. It's just so messed up, the world that we live in, and people who feel the need to tell you you need to do your hair better. I've gotten that one. That you don't look old enough on camera, or you look too old on camera, that your eyebrows look shitty. If you have friends, family members, co-workers saying these things to you, it's time that me and you, we need to stand up and we need to say something. And we also need to think about getting ourselves and removing ourselves from that situation. The more we allow people to walk all over us and say comments like that, the more it's going to happen. And at the end of the day, I don't want to be anyone's doormat. Okay, so now that we have my wrinkles on, I'm also really insecure about my dark circles. I feel like they are so dark. And I also feel like my eyes are always really red because I have been having like allergic reactions, and I have allergies right now, and I just feel like my eyes honestly just kind of look a little crazy. As far as lips go, I feel like they always look super dry, and also because I fake tan, I feel that the pigmentation, and the older I get, the pigmentation just isn't there. So I am going to cancel out my lips with some foundation. I feel like the older I've gotten, the more my lips, like, I used to hate the pigmentation of my lips. I used to want to cover it up. When I was like in high school, I would always wear like lighter glosses and like concealer lips because I hated the natural color. Now that I'm losing that natural pigmentation, I ask myself why I did this in the first place. All right, guys. So now we're gonna go on to the hair. I have been told by previous bosses that I need to do something with my hair, that I never do my hair. So because I never do my hair, I'm just going to try to make it really look like I didn't do anything to my hair. Like I woke out of bed. Let me just fix my part to where it looks pretty bad. Okay guys, so this is the final look. This is how I feel other people view my face and my skin and the insecurities that I have about myself. So I have wet my face halo, and I'm going to be removing all of the negative things that I feel about myself, all the insecurities that I have about myself, all of the opinions that people have about my face and my skin and my body, which is mine and not theirs. And now let's talk about the things that I do like about myself. So I love my blue eyes. I feel like they are so vibrant and blue. They're so pretty. I love doing makeup to enhance them. And I mean, naturally, I just love the color of them. I would never trade my blue eyes for anyone else's eyes. I love my eyes. Something else that I really love are my eyelashes, which they're actually pretty blonde, which was also an insecurity when I was younger. But the older I've gotten and the more I've gone out with a bare face, the more I don't mind them. They are long, and when I put mascara on them, my eyelashes look good. Another thing I really like is my nose. I have gotten complimented on my nose and people thinking that it's fake. It's all real. I used to not like the shape of it from the side, especially this side, when I was in high school, but the older I've gotten, the more I've learned to love my little petite nose. Something else I really like, I actually do like my lips. I feel like they're pretty full. I've never had any sort of filler. I've never had any work done on them, and I personally really like them. And even though Accutane has made them really dry, I still like my lips. Something else I really like, I actually do like my hair. I love the color of my hair. I love the thickness of my hair. I love the texture of my hair. Even though it has a mind of its own, and there are a lot of days where I will straighten it and like do my hair, and then it just still kind of looks like this. But I actually like my hair. I like the not done hair look. Like Tyler Haney is like my inspiration when it comes to hair. Like she looks like she doesn't do anything to her hair, and I'm sure she does a little bit of something, but I'm so over this whole like, let's have every hair in place and let's be sure to wake up and curl our hair every morning. Even though I love doing that and I do love getting dressed up, I don't understand why people have an opinion on how I like to wear my hair. Let me know down in the comments if you would be interested in seeing more videos like this and me kind of talking about, you know, just my insecurities and the things that I feel like are wrong with me. And just, I feel like verbalizing these things give them less power in my mind. So that's going to be it for today's video. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Become a member of our small but growing family, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.